Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Nathan. I'm 38 years old, a father of 4, and I'm looking to build a comic collection starting from scratch. I've always kind of owned comics throughout the years, just not really an extent that I'm going to try to do now. My original goal for this channel was to start in January with comics that I've picked up along the way to put in my personal collection, but things kind of got in the way, so I'm just going to go through in this video really quickly and just show all the things that I've picked up so far this year. So the main reason that I'm starting this channel is just to document like my collection as I'm growing it over time, and I'm also doing this to kind of show off maybe deals that we could find out there without spending a bunch of money up front. I don't have tens of thousands of dollars to throw around on all these real big key books, but we're going to see what we can do on more limited funds to see what kind of cool collection we can build. Also, I like to learn from you guys about books that I might be missing out on and areas that I could be looking. My collection so far, I kind of want it to be built around 7 kind of stones. The first one would be like DC, so Batman / Wonder Woman. For Wonder Woman, like kind of more of like the 10-12 cent era. Batman, more of just kind of like obtainable keys that are in my price range right now. The second area would be Marvel, so this would be like Spider-Man, Tales of Astonish, Tales of Suspense, Strange Tales, Wolverine, and Deadpool. Again, this would be obtainable keys that are within my price range. 3 would be TMNT books. 4 Bronze Age or older horror. 5 Modern Age books. 6 Star Wars. And 7 just books just because of the art. So I'm going to dive into each one of these so far and what I've picked up in each category. First, starting off with our DC and Wonder Woman. These are the books that I've picked up so far since January. The reason for the Wonder Woman is just, I like the way that these older books look. Just aesthetically pleasing. Just kind of timeless. Not much so far, but off to a decent start, I think. For Batman was just always kind of one of my favorites growing up. So a lot of these books aren't in the best of shape, but pretty good deals on them for now. Pillar 2 is going to be the Marvel again, like I said. So this is basically just going to be based around Spider-Man, ASM, Hulk, Tales to Astonish, Tales of Suspense, Strange Tales. There's a lot of decent keys in there that are, kind of attainable for what I'm trying to do. And then Wolverine and Deadpool, also kind of attainable keys. This is what I've picked up so far. This is the first Nebula appearance. First Wolverine versus Punisher. First Wolverine versus Deadpool. Now for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, as a kid, like most of you guys born in the 80s or 90s, always have a important place with us. This book here is GameStop. I think it's 2006 reprint of the first issue. My dad actually gave this to me a long time ago, and I've had it ever since. It's kind of the one that's kind of got me back into doing it and back into wanting to actually collect things. So this one will stay with me probably. Never get rid of it, just for the value, the sentimental value that it has to me. I actually traded in a couple books for this one. So we got a lot of work to do on the Ninja Turtles front, but I think it's a decent start to start the year off. Our next category is going to be Bronze Age or older horror. Any horror, really. Just, my grandma got me into this stuff when I was younger, and I've always kind of had fascinations with, you know, just horror-based stories, and the artwork on these things are always cool, so that's why I want to make it a major key part of my collection. So these are the things that I picked up so far. That's a really cool cover in my opinion. Just like the covers on these and the stories too are just, they're always good in my opinion. Moving on to our modern books. So these are books that have had more of like an impact on me more recently. So these are basically be like The Walking Dead, Invincible, these type of books. This is the first appearance of Herschel and Maggie. Just a low printed one. I think this is like Rick in like an alternate reality type. This is Negan's first appearance. Just a kind of cool cover for Invincible. First appearance of Powerplex. Another cool cover here. Omni-Man and Alan the Alien. This is the first appearance of Space Racer. Next up would be Star Wars. I don't really have any of the older keys. I'm going to start working on these, like issue number 2, like Obi-Wan first appearance, it's issue 50, IG-88's first appearance, things, minor ones I can pick up along the way. This is the Clone Wars. This is the series that doesn't have very many issues in it, that has a big one, Ahsoka's first appearance. This is one I want to actually try to complete. This is probably my first big mistake of the year so far in collecting. I thought the Hat for 20 was a deal, and then not really looking at it or paying attention to it. It's in Spanish, I believe. It's in a different language, but we will hold on to that for now until we can get the English version. But, I mean, still, I don't think it's all that bad, but it teaches me a lesson about making sure I'm getting the right things. Jane Erso's first appearance in a comic. General Grievous first appearance. These were pretty good finds, I think. At half price for $2 a piece. We still have a lot of work to do on the Star Wars front, but we will attack that as well. And for my last group, it's just books I like just based on art. So anything with Jenny Friesen, I've kind of had an eye out. I picked this one up. I took the White Sky recently that just came out as one of my pools for the week. And I sold that for $50, and then I used that money to buy this for $25, which I think is a pretty good deal. Jenny Friesen covered art that I found at Half Price Books for $2.50. And this is a David Nakayama cover, which I think is pretty cool. So other artists that I kind of want to collect, Nick Hardy for his Aquaman and like horror titles, and then also Bernie Wrightson for his horror stuff. The covers are really cool in my opinion. So my goals for this channel is to buy books and stories and covers that interest me. You know, every 3 months or so, reevaluate, sell off pieces to get better quality kind of books, better condition, more key issues, and then slowly raising the overall quality of my personal collection. The three main targets I have for this year would be a high grade Raphael #1, like a 9.0 or higher graded, Predator 1, 9.0 or higher, and then Hulk #2, which is his first appearance as Green, kind of like in the 3.0 range. So these are kind of my plans. Next week I'll kind of be diving more into, we'll probably go into like the horror collection and kind of break it down on things that I'm looking to buy, artists, etc. If you enjoyed this, like and subscribe, and then over the next few weeks we will continue to show off kind of what we've picked up along the way. Thank you.